Welcome to another video. Today we're actually going to be testing FSD version 13.2.9. This was a near perfect drive until just about the end, and I will come back in and talk about it then. All right, so as you can see, it was a perfect drive right up until this point. We are supposed to get to this location here on the right, and instead it decided to take a left. And I went ahead and let it do what it was going to do to see if it would recover. It ended up navigating further around, but then it even avoided that navigation, turned into this little parking lot here. And at this point, it really didn't seem like it was going to recover, or if it did, it was going to take way too long. So I went ahead and disengaged it, went ahead and turned the car around, and then we got it back on the street and just went ahead and went right back around to drive across the street. I did try to re-engage FSD before we crossed the street to see if it would actually decide to go straight across the street, because that's where the entrance is actually on this road. However, unfortunately, every time I tried to engage it here at this intersection, which we should just go straight across, it tried to turn right. So it turned the right turn signal on, so I had to disengage, try to turn right. I just went in and disengaged. So I had to go ahead and just drive it across the street myself manually to get to our final destination. So overall, though, this drive was actually a perfect drive up until this point. No interventions, no disengagements, and really this wasn't a safety critical disengagement. It was just the fact that it was not navigating to the exact right location, kind of like we've had in the past. Sometimes the navigation point just doesn't take you exactly where you are intending to go. But anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.